Good morning, Alabama.
Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning, Alabama.
Hey, blessings. This is Denny Mike, Spirit to Spirit, out of the DMV. You're listening to Freddie Howard's Blog Talk. Be encouraged, be inspired, and be empowered. Radio, music.
Good morning, Alabama. Jeff Sessions speech to President Donald Trump.
Jeff Sessions here. I approve this ad. When I left President Trump's cabinet, did I write a tell-all book? No. Did I go on CNN and attack the president? Nope. Have I said a cross word about our president? Not one time. And I'll tell you why. First, that would be dishonorable. I was there to serve his agenda, not mine. Second, the president's doing a great job for America and Alabama, and he has my strong support.
Alabama, my home. Good morning, Alabama. Alabama, my home.
Good morning, Alabama.
Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning, Alabama.
Alabama. Good morning, Alabama. Good morning, Alabama. Jeff Sessions speech to President Donald Trump.
Jeff Sessions here. I approve this ad. When I left President Trump's cabinet, did I write a tell-all book? No. Did I go on CNN and attack the president? Nope. Have I said a cross word about our president? Not one time. And I'll tell you why. First, that would be dishonorable. I was there to serve his agenda, not mine. Second, the president's doing a great job for America and Alabama, and he has my strong support.
Alabama, my home. Good morning, Alabama. Alabama, my home.
Good morning, Alabama.
Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning, Alabama.
Alabama. Good morning, Alabama. Good morning, Alabama. Jeff Sessions speech to President Donald Trump.
Jeff Sessions here. I approve this ad. When I left President Trump's cabinet, did I write a tell-all book? No. Did I go on CNN and attack the president? Nope. Have I said a cross word about our president? Not one time. And I'll tell you why. First, that would be dishonorable. I was there to serve his agenda, not mine. Second, the president's doing a great job for America and Alabama, and he has my strong support.
Alabama, my home. Good morning, Alabama. Alabama, my home.
Good morning, Alabama.
Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning, Alabama.
Alabama. Good morning, Alabama.
Good afternoon. I'm Matt Walter, President of the Republican State Leadership Committee, representing America's largest caucus of Republican leaders. This week, we are renewing our commitment to the democratic process that makes America great by celebrating the nominations of our next president and vice president, New Yorker Donald Trump and Indiana Mike Pence. But with much to celebrate at the top of the ticket, one of the most amazing stories is at the state level, where real action and real results are happening. Government closest to the people has always governed best, especially in today's bottom-up, self-organizing world. Republican state leaders recognize this and implement policies that make a real difference for people's pocketbooks, schools, roads and bridges, while creating opportunities for the future. It's a stark contrast to the Obama-Clinton machine's top-down mindset that has accomplished virtually nothing other than repeatedly and unconstitutionally overreaching into the states. Voters have experienced this firsthand and said enough is enough. They've kicked state Democrats out in droves, giving Republicans an almost unheard of 900 new legislative seats in the Obama era, while just last week Gallup polling showed that voters prefer their state government to the D.C. government by nearly 2-1. Republicans now hold an all-time record of 69 of 99 legislatures and have modern records in many other statewide offices. Since 2002, the Republican State Leadership Committee has helped make today's landscape a reality by supporting state-level Republican candidates for Lieutenant Governor, Attorney General, Secretary of State, legislators, the judiciary, and many, many more. We house .gop, the world's only top-level domain run by a political party. We house a concentrated effort on ballot initiatives, while our Red Map redistricting program fights for fair district lines. And perhaps most importantly, we've spent millions identifying and supporting thousands of new candidates of diverse ethnicity and new women candidates, creating new leaders now and strengthening our party's bench for the future. The importance of the farm team cannot be overstated. They represent nearly half of our nation's presidents and a majority of the current Congress. We've seen historic success at the state level recently, and with so many new candidates on the ballot this November, and your help, there is much more to come. Thank you, and we'll see you down ticket on Election Day.
Good morning from Alabama. I'm your host, Freddie Howard. Good morning, Alabama. Jeff Sessions loves President Donald Trump. Oh, man. That's the lead-off for our program for today, Jeff Sessions. It is good to forgive. It is good to not hold things against those that despitefully use you. That is God's word. And I do say that Jeff Sessions is following that trend. President Donald Trump talked about Jeff Sessions, talked about his wife, talked about how he looked, really degraded him in the public eye. And he still supports him. That lets you know what the red state of Alabama is about. They don't care nothing about what Donald Trump is doing, what he's saying. They don't care how he acts. All they know that Donald Trump is the best thing that ever happened to America, that he is making America great again. Well, I don't know about that. Others have different opinions. Some have different opinions. Some love him. It doesn't matter what he do. That's all good. But what we want to talk about this morning is that Alabama did not give about change. Alabama 2020 will keep the same, but there is in Alabama that want to position Alabama, and that's you. That's you. You the voter, the educated voter, the smart voter, the other voters in this state. It is a foregone conclusion that Alabama just they got it absolutely wrapped up. That is the folks that control Alabama. In fact, President Donald Trump came to Alabama and at the University of Alabama and LSU game, and we accepted. We were respectfully applauded and raved about President Donald Trump, and that was all that he needed to solidify his foothold in this state of Alabama. That's what he has, a foothold in other places throughout this nation. He can do, say whatever he wants to, disrespect. And guess what now? What happened to all of the basic common home upbringing training that we had about how people should act? What about if you mock somebody that had a disability? President Donald Trump did that. President Donald Trump lies consistently. All human beings lie. But how many of them lie as much as President Donald Trump? How many lie that much? We respectfully accepted his saying as the Alabama at the Alabama football game. That's what we did when Donald Trump came to the United States. He got booed at other places. But guess what? That didn't matter to Alabama. That does not matter at all to Alabama, long as it's President Donald Trump. But one thing that I do want you to know, be aware of what's taking place in the country. Be aware of who you're voting for and what you're voting for. There is James Abrahart running for the 1st Congressional District. How much support do you think he's going to get? How much support do you think he's going to get against a white Alabamian? Use my expression. I'm being absolutely real this morning about what's taking place in Alabama. Alabama got a white mindset. As long as you're white, you're right. They don't give a bit about nothing else. If they're white, Donald Trump is white, it's just okay with it. He's doing all the things just making their pocketbook richer. Farmers are hurting, other people are hurting, but they don't make no difference. James Abrahart is running for the Congressional District in New District for the future. And guess what? You need to be voting for James T. Abrahart. He's a native of Mobile, Alabama. He is a retired commissioned officer of the United States Marine Corps, obtaining the rank of Chief Warrant Officer 5, CWO 5. He retired from active military duty on October 31st, 2017, after 30-plus years of honorable and faithful service. Where did President Donald Trump give his honorable and faithful service at? At a boardroom, chasing women, partying, making money, and everybody believes he's the most perfect rich man and businessman in the world, and he make everything great. He was supposed to be paying back the deficit. He's supposed to be paying back all this money that the United States owed. He ain't did nothing. He didn't add it to it. About 50 or 60% he's added to it. Oh, but you can't forget about what President Barack Obama did. Everything is referred back to President Barack Obama. That's what's wrong with America. You got your titty willy in a witty because of President Barack Obama was president 2 times. A mulatto, a black man. The nerve of this country to elect a black man as president of the United States. Oh, I hate his policy. Bull. You don't hate his policies. He is combat tested. We talked about James Abrahart. He's combat tested, veteran living, serving direct combat action in Operation Desert Shield and ground offensive Desert Storm. James Abrahart also served in support of the global war on terrorism, Operation Enduring Freedom, Afghanistan, Operation Iraq Freedom. Iraq, retired from the Pentagon as the head of Marine Corps branch. He starts advocate for equal and civil rights and looks forward to continue to be a public servant in this community, state and community. Honor, integrity, service. It's time for a paradigm shift. Alabama, wake up, wake up. You lasted so many things under the GOP as well as the heart and image of the Democratic Ku Klux Klan controlled racist Alabama. It is time for a paradigm shift. You're locked in the grips of the mindset of the Democratic Party from 50 years ago, where white folks have come in and taken over the GOP and brought that same mentality to the control of Alabama. Let's talk a little bit more about James Abrahart. It's time for a paradigm shift in the 1st Congressional District. I'm prepared and ready to assume the duties and responsibility as your voice in the U.S. House of Representatives. He's a U.S. Marine veteran of 30 years, proven leadership, experience in developing and working policies, directing, writing policies and procedures. Experience in developing and writing policies, directives, and procedures. Committed to advocating and fighting for the people of the 1st Congressional District of all Alabama. All about. Do you ever notice that when a person campaigns for the state of Alabama, how you know exactly who they're talking to? If you're black, if you're Mexican, you're Puerto Rican, you're anything other than white, you know when a white person is campaigning in Alabama. That does not put Doug Jones in that. Now, here's another thing about Doug Jones. Keep focused on what I'm saying now, even though I appear to be jumping around, but I'm trying to plant a few things on your mind. For instance, just take this. Doug Jones fought racism, the Ku Klux Klan, and the Democratic type way of stuff was doing in Alabama for years. He grew up in it, up in Birmingham. So he grew up to be a judge, and he fought it. But yet still, Republicans got this claim that they've fought for justice and